Chapter 6, Dawn of the Bearman.
The next morning, I find myself in a chamber the size of a bear, with a hard glass window for scientists to observe me as their patient and their victim. I'm strapped into my wrists, ankles, and waist, with my bare skin exposed to a cold metal tape. While I breathe through a oxygen vest, the subtle sounds outside the chamber are muffled, leaving my breathing as the dominant sound in my ears. The chamber fills with liquid. I know what this chamber is. I know what it does. We were briefed on the uses of weaponized genetic modifications and the equipment used to affect such outcomes as creating an altered beast, a man-beast hybrid of human design. When the chamber fills with the catalyst fluids, the radiation is pulsed through the lights at the top and the bottom of this Laufen chamber, or the melting pot as we call it. For me, there is no turning back. My life, as it has been, is now over. Resistance was futile. I have never been more defeatist than now. Every cell in my body is ripped apart and modified with the effects of the nuclear radiation, combined with the catalyst material. It is diffused like DNA with that of a bear. It is specifically designed for beasts of Stalin's army. Now a Nazi science air rocket to play with his children, playing with mercury. I wonder if his thugs and Neanderthals have the wherewithal to understand the level of sophistication they are tampering with, and just how much control they will or won't have over me when this is done. Did they even take in the Stalin factor? Over the course of several days, I butterfly while in the chamber, much like the caterpillar in its cocoon. My whole body is liquefied and then reconstructed using the catalyst biomass, while the genetically modified Bearman DNA reconstitutes me into the living weapon technology the Nazis stole from our best and most loyal party scientist.
Back in the box, I wonder what happened to Jethro. I refuse to let hope die in my heart. Days go by, and I conspire to escape in my spare time. And I allow myself the false hope of thinking that I've come up with a foolproof plan, until the Germans take me to a place they call the pit. I know Dyatlov is gone, and Grigory is dead, but I need to carry on for the rest of us. We can still lose our town. Here in the pit, I see the dried blood of my fallen comrades and many other Russians who were made to die for the amusement of these sick, sadistic Nazi bastards. The usual spectacle here is for two people to enter, one of them being a Nazi experiment, and the other person like me. Next, we're expected to do the dance, fight for survival as predator and prey. Then only one of us is allowed to leave, while the loser goes to the cabbage patch as a charred corpse. A Bearman enters the chamber, and the Germans are excited about this one. And then I hear his name, Dyatlov, being said again and again by the Germans. And then I'm stunned to realize what has happened. I can't move in my shop, and for a moment that felt like an eternity, we lock eyes. I don't even breathe. Is it you? I say to the man-beast in front of me. Inside, I know it's Dyatlov, but I need to know how much of my brother-in-arms is still there. Dyatlov creeps around the pit, scraping his claws on the floor, trying to adjust to his new body, built from the best and the worst scientists from Russia, or which the Germans stole from. For what I'm seeing, they haven't mastered the process yet. They're still on a person-by-person basis. So the question is, how bad do they screw up Dyatlov? And do I have a chance? I move cautiously around Dyatlov while searching my surroundings for something I could use as a weapon. He stands on his hind legs and falls over towards me, almost hitting me. I can hear the Nazis behind us laughing at us, which is good, because if they don't like what they see here, they might kill us both. I can see that Death loves roars or as Dolus' other movements. They must have him on an extremely high dosage of medication to control. That's when I hear one of the Nazis loudly saying,
"All right, I'll do it."
And then I see one of them open a port, and then a barrel of a gun emerges and fires a dart into Jet. After Jetlov twists in pain from the shot, he begins to go into a rage, and then he begins his assault on me, knocking me across the room as I try to defend myself with nothing more than a shirt wrapped around my hand. Jetlov, don't! I scream at him, hoping that God he will at least give me the mercy of a quick death, and not the slow, agonizing thrashing of a mindless beast. Sergeant Jetlov, it's me. He pins me down with his massive frame, and I can't move my arms. This is how it ends. You've stolen his nightmare. Go ahead and do it. I yell at him, hating both my circumstances and Stolen for bringing this nightmare into the world. Jetlov hesitates. Then he backs off and looks disoriented. Then his shock collar is activated and he's put down. Then they come in and beat us both with clubs. I assume I'll be waking up in the box again.